Hey, welcome back to another video. I know a lot of you have been very curious about the build and why we have stopped building our house. We stopped back in November of 2022. We were so done. We had just gotten pilot and winter hit, so we had to be done. Over the winter, we worked on the A-frame. That's almost completely done. There's going to be a video about the whole thing. Just have a few little things left to finish.
Oh my God.
As for the house, the next step is putting the roof on, but we can't put the roof on until we finish the insulation. And to finish the insulation, there's only one thing we need: temperate weather. It's May. Most people across the United States are well into spring by now. For us here in the high Rocky Mountains, above 8,500 feet, we only just in the last few days had temperatures that were above freezing at night. Our insulation is a blend of styrofoam and concrete. So to make that blend, we have to have water, and we're pumping the water from all the way down the hill. Our well is not near our house. That's another story. And we can't pump it when it's freezing. The next thing is wind. In our area, we have 4 seasons: winter, wind, summer, fall. So if there's even a slight bit of wind, we can't do any insulation because it just blows styrofoam everywhere, and we do not want that. And last thing, on top of the weather, we're paying for this whole thing out of pocket. So we have needed to take some time to save up a little bit of money. Barron launched his book. That's been doing great. I've been working on jewelry. And now nights are finally not freezing. Days are a little less windy. So we are finally able to get back into the house build. And that is where we're at. Barron and I took an entire day getting ourselves back into the groove. We installed the mostly last of our windows upstairs in our bedroom.
Yep.
But we did just order a brand new custom window that we weren't planning on for our big epic view in the bedroom that I'll show you in a second. We worked with our architect friends, Dylan and Casey, and Barron's dad, to put up the rest of that plywood that'll form the insulation. We have a little bit of styrofoam left, so we'll add that to the walls, and then next step is to grind more. James, our neighbor and friend, just left. He kind of went over a game plan with us so that we know what steps to take moving forward, and I'm feeling excited. I've had so much dread, and now I just feel excited to move forward. It is sunset right now, so I'm gonna wait till sunrise tomorrow morning and give you a little house tour and show you just where we're at and what the house is probably gonna look like when it's done. This is our house. And over here is supposed to be the front door. I say supposed to be because we're kind of making all of this up as we go. This is a huge, huge door area because eventually, if we do add on a room or a garage or something to this house, it will be right here. So eventually we'll take the door away and this will be a giant walk space. We're gonna build this door to fit this huge area. It's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, so let's say this is gonna be our front door entrance. This will inevitably become kind of like a mud room where we'll hang our coats, put our shoes, and then this whole wall right here is up to interpretation. I'm not sure. We're just probably gonna live in the home and then see what we need. That could be storage, it could be a giant mural, it could be a bookshelf. We'll just have to wait and see. On this side of the front door entrance will be the wood stove. We got a really epic wood stove with a beautiful artistic scene on both sides. So in the summertime, spring, fall, when we're not using the wood stove, it'll be kind of like an art piece here. Next to that, I imagine we'll have a seating area in that corner, a couch, a little coffee table, a place that you can sit on the floor and access the table. But truly the whole point of this space is to be transformable. If we want to have a bunch of friends staying over, we can pull out the mattress out of the couch. We can have a big table if we're hosting people for dinner. We can put it all away if we want to do yoga. I don't know, the idea is to keep it transformable with very minimal things. And everything that we do have in here, ideally, all the furniture and everything, will serve multiple purposes. So it'll be a really functional space, pretty minimal space too. I don't know what's gonna happen. Really, these 3 corners don't exactly have a story yet, but they will eventually. I guess this corner does have a story. I have a piano at my parents' house. I think my mom grew up playing it. I think I grew up playing it, and my mom said that I could have it. We just got to get it here. And I think this would be a great wall for that. I think it'd be awesome to put my ukulele on the wall and just have this kind of be a musical space. I think pianos are awesome for having people over because there's always somebody who knows how to play, and it's a very community-oriented instrument. Okay, this is the other side of the piano wall, and this is the sliding glass door that will lead out to quite a large deck where we will have a table for hosting people, for eating dinner, doing yoga outside, a grill, and there's also this little window that you can access from the kitchen if you want to pass food out from the kitchen instead of walking around the bar. We have a very small home because we don't want to start just living in a home. We still want to remain living outside. That's very important to us. So having a big outdoor space. This is on the eastern side of the house, so it'll protect us from the western winds. I think this is going to be one of my most favorite areas, but we'll see. I can't wait to watch this in a few years and see how everything's all different. Okay, now the kitchen. The kitchen will be what you would expect a kitchen to be. Barron and I both grew up with large bar areas that you would sit around instead of eating your meals at a dinner table. So we're gonna have a very, very big bar area here with a sink right in the middle. That way, if we are canning foods, processing a deer or some trout, we have this big working space with a sink right here to be able to, toss scraps into and whatever. On the back wall here, we will have countertop, storage, an oven and a stove, and then a refrigerator right here. We were thinking we'd put the refrigerator in the corner, but then if I was cooking at the stove and Barron wanted to access the refrigerator, he'd have to walk past me. So we were like, yes, fridge out here, that's better. We have a lot of ceiling height up here. This goes halfway up to our second story. So we're kind of toying with the idea, if we don't do a bookshelf on this wall, doing a high bookshelf that goes across, maybe not across, I don't know. This is just, we're dreaming here, okay? And having a ladder, that slides across so you can pull your books off from a ladder. Because really, you're only reading a few books at a time. You don't need them all to be low. And that might be a neat way to store them. I also had the idea just 3 days ago that what if we put a netted loft up here with a bunch of pillows and a bookshelf so that you can climb up a ladder, or it could be a kid's bed in the future or something. Climb up a ladder, you hang out and sleep on this net. What's so cool about building your own house is you can do whatever you want. Back here is going to be our bathroom. This is going to be bigger than the scamp itself, so a small bathroom is going to feel pretty good to us, just having a bathroom at all. Something really important to me was having a window inside of the shower. Having natural light as you shower instead of an overhead fluorescent light is so nice. So I really wanted that. We'll have a toilet, we'll have a sink, everything you would expect, and then we're toying around with different ideas for manual washing machines or electric washing machines. Not yet sure what that's going to be but that might go in this corner. This side of this back room here is going to be all dedicated to storage. We're going to be working really hard at preserving our own food, and we need a lot of storage space for that, for things like dehydrators, canning equipment, perhaps even freeze dryer would be really cool. We got to see how much solar we have though. And solar is also going to be kept back here. We're going to have our entire solar station set up here. This entire floor back here is heated, or will be. It's got PEX pipe flowing all throughout because this is north facing, so it won't receive any sunlight to warm the floors. So that warming thing of, I think, either oil or water is going to be in that corner. And we're going to be building our stairs to be storage stairs, kind of like a tiny house. No bit of space is going to be wasted in this house. The stairs will come up right here, and there's going to be a little landing, and then you'll walk into the room right here. We're also not exactly sure about the layout up here, but I'm thinking we might do some sort of storage, clothing storage here and on this wall, because this is just going to be a blank wall. We're going to have these beautiful south-facing windows for sunlight all day, and then you will walk forward and walk around the bed, which will be right about here. It's a tiny room. It is a very small bedroom, But again, just like the bathroom, this is like 4 or 5 times the Scamp, and we were very happy living in the Scamp. So this is gonna be like a mansion bedroom. And the absolute best part of our mansion bedroom is gonna be the view from our bed. Like, what even is that? Amazing. Out here, we're gonna have a small little patio area that you'll be able to access the roof deck from. I'm not sure if this is gonna be like super loungy, make it big enough for a small table and chairs, or just big enough so that you can walk out and get upstairs. I think it'd be nice to be able to step outside and sit in a comfy rocking chair, watch the sunrise. That sounds amazing. Yeah, we'll probably do that. We'll do that. And that is our house build. Again, I'm just feeling a lot of excitement now to get back into it. I'm sure that you are looking forward to seeing the finished product as much as I am. And one step at a time, one day at a time, it'll get there. If there's some part of this tour that just stuck out to you, something that we just gotta add, please leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Whew, it got a little chilly. So I'm gonna go inside and work on this video. Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.